Hey guys, welcome back to some crypto. In today's content, I will talk about BTC. We'll talk about BTC on a macro scale and what type of price action we could anticipate over the next like a few months and all that good stuff, right? So if you're new to our content, don't forget to hit the likes, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, join the public Telegram group, link in the description, and all that good stuff, right? So when you take a look at BTC on a macro scale, the first thing we will talk about it is going to be our monthly 21 EMA, right? So if you guys recall back in May, after we dumped from like a 65 all the way down to like a 30K, what I said was like it is not time to be bearish. BTC is nearly right around the monthly 21. So if you take a look at it on a 3 weeks basis, that's exactly what we said. We said we're going to rely on our 3 weeks time frame, and we will not be waiting for our monthly 21 because it is not guaranteed, right? Price action will retest the monthly 21 EMA and all that good stuff. So we did not even retest the monthly 21 EMA. So we were extremely bullish when BTC was at 30K. Now BTC is like just about like a 57 to 60K area. The 3 weeks time frame is bearish. We will talk about it and all that good stuff. But when we take a look at the monthly time frame, what we've been saying is like as long as we above our monthly 21 EMA, we're most likely going to be bullish on the macro scale. Okay, it doesn't mean BTC can't drop like a 15-20% down, or it can pump like a 100% and all that good stuff. But all we're saying is like the trend is going to be up. So it is going to be doing a lot of pump and dump along the way, but the macro view, it is still going to be up. If you take a look at it, like the entire year since like since like January, we've been moving sideways, okay, between like 60K down to like a 30K. So most people have been panicking and not paying attention to the macro view. But the macro view, all we've been doing for the last 11 months, right? Now 12 months is like just moving sideways. Okay, so that's why it is so important to pay attention to the the monthly, the quarterly, the 3 weeks time frame and all that good stuff, right? So what we're looking at right now is like we don't want to be retesting our monthly 21 EMA. Right now it is just about like a 37.5. So the reason for that is like whenever we retest the monthly 21 EMA, we tend to break it. Okay, we can move sideways around it, right? Let's say back in 2018, if you take a look at it right here, right around like 6K, right? Right around like 6K, right? We basically moved sideways for nearly 6 months after we retested the monthly 21 EMA. And if you recall back in May, what I was saying was like, we're going to front run the monthly 21 because back in 2018, we did not retest the monthly 21 EMA right away. We retested it like sometime in let's say June, 6 months after we picked. So I was saying like if you take a look at it on the 3 weeks basis, we just retested it like the first like let's say 45 days after we picked. We picked like sometime in let's say back in 2017, December 17, and we retested it sometime in like late January. Okay, so just about like a 45 days, less than 45 days, we retested the 3 weeks 21. So if you take a look at it right here, we also picked like back in April 14th, right? April 14th, 2021, and we retested the retested the 3 weeks 21 EMA. Late mid basically, okay, mid May, okay, let's say May 17th, May 20th, and all that good stuff, right? So it is quite important to pay attention to our 3 weeks time frame, and at the same time try to incorporate it with the monthly time frame. Okay, so the monthly, as long as we staying above the monthly 21, we're most likely going to be bullish. So if we break out below it, we're most likely going to be bearish. Even with testing the monthly 21 and moving sideways for like a few months and all that good stuff, going to be a bearish pattern, because right there back in 2019, as you can see right here, we retested the monthly 21 back in November 2019. Even though we pushed back up to like a 10K, what happened next? 6 months, 3 months later, we dumped all the way down to 4K. Right there, we retested it. We retested the monthly 21 sometime in May, right? Moved sideways for like a 5-6 months, and we dumped down to like a 3K. So we do not want to we do not want to retest the monthly 21, right, in this range. Okay, so if we retest it, we could be looking for some lower prices down the road, but it is going to be a different topic because I think like market, it is still bullish in my opinion, and I'm still looking for higher prices over the next like a few months and so on. So our directional move, it is still the same. If we do a swing high down to a swing low, right there on the macro view, our directional target to the upside, it is still 81 to 91. Why 81 to 91? Because 1.27 to a 1.41 extension going to be at 81K to a 91K, depending how you want to draw it, okay? If you're a moon boy, you could basically even get like a 85 to 95, right? But if you want to draw it properly, you know, it is going to be, you know, between 81 to 91. It doesn't mean, once again, we can't break 81 to 91, but it is going to be a directional target, okay? A directional move, right? Speaking of directional move, if we take a look at BTC on BLX, right? You know, on a quarterly basis, we talked about it before. So what we're saying is, like, you take a look at the move we got from, you know, just about like a 1 cent all the way down to a 32 cents. That is our basically macro first wave, okay? Meaning, like, if we do an extension of the first wave, started back in 2010, right there, all the way up to you know, 1 cent back in 2010, right, all the way up to a $32. That's going to be our first wave, and our second wave basically started somewhere around like a $2. So if we extend the first wave right here to the upside, right? Let's say we just expecting some extension to the upside, right? We could be saying, okay, our next big extension, right, going to be at 1.41. It is going to be at 1.41 extension, and 1.41 extension, right, it is going to be at 180. It is going to be at 180. So if you notice where 0.786 extension was pretty much respected right around like 1100, right? 11 to 11 basically to 1150 range back in 2013. If you take a look at it right here, the 120 extension, we fluctuated, you know, above and below it for like nearly a year, because we picked right around like 20K back in 2017 and dumped all the way down to like the quarterly 21, somewhere around like 3K, low 3K area. So we moved sideways, spent a lot of time between, you know, between this range, in this range, okay, between basically 20K down to like a 3K area. So if you take a look at it, you know, the one-to-one extension was just about like a 6400 range. Okay, so that's why we were basically fluctuating between 20K down to like a 3K area. And if you take a look at the current extension, okay, which is like 1.27 extension, we already, you know, spending like a nearly 12 months, okay, just about like a 1.27 extension, right, which is right now at 57K, right? So we can still break out above 57K. So if we can break out above 57K within the next like a quarters, right? Let's say we open and close a candle above 57K within the next like a 2 quarters, that could send us all the way up to the next like a fib extension, which is going to be 1.41 extension, all the way up to like a 180 to you know, 200K, depending on volatility. Okay, remember, these extensions ain't nothing but directional move. Okay, it doesn't mean like BTC cannot basically break out above like a 180. We just signed like the directional move for the next like extension going to be 180. Okay, at 1.41 extension Fibonacci, right? So keep an eye on BTC within the next like a few quarters. If we can basically close above 57, that'd be great. Let's say we close above like a 57 before January. Great. It means like going into 2022, we could go into 2022 with a higher volatility, upside volatility, right? And could be expecting like within the next quarters after that, BTC to hit like a 180 or even like a higher. Remember, guys, it is directional move. It doesn't mean BTC will hit it like in even like in 2022. We don't know. Okay, the only thing we know is like the direction for BTC on the macro view is up. Even if we retest like the monthly 21 EMA within the next like a few months, it won't change the directional move right here. Okay, let's say BTC retest the monthly 21, or even like the let's say the 3 weeks 21 EMA right there, just about like a 37 or so, right? 40K give or take. The upside target for the BLX, it is still going to be 180. Okay, so I think like, you know, it is safer to be macroly bullish on BTC than try to be a macro bearish on BTC as of now. Okay, so if you're looking for like a, let's say the next like a 2 to 4 years, right? BTC most likely, okay, most likely will be retesting the 180 at 1.41 extension to the upside, right? All right, guys, thanks a lot for watching. That's all I wanted to cover for BTC. So if you're new to our content, don't forget to hit the likes. Don't forget to join the public Telegram group, link in the description. You can also join the Discord public group, link in the description. Thanks a lot.